Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we'll discuss case study number 4. This query was asked by one of my viewer, one of my listener, and the query was that my younger sister is behaving abnormal. Why is it so? Is there any cure? Before proceeding, I deeply tried to understand the full background of his sister, the family, and the exact query, which is very important to find out the right solution. Now, as we all know that younger sister or brother is judged from third cusp, so we'll take third cusp as ascendant. We'll rotate the chart, and KP rule for this kind of query: if first cuspal sublord signifies 8th or 12th houses with influence of nodes Rahu Ketu, especially Mercury, the native may have abnormal behavior. Now, this is actually a mental disorder. It is not a general physical disease. It is a kind of a mental disorder, mental stress. So we'll have to check it with some different rule, and further to check if there is any cure or not, we have to check 11th or 5th and 11th and or 5th cuspal sublord signifies 1st, 5th and 11th, then cure is possible in the DBA Dasha Bhukti Antra of 1st, 5th and 11th house significators. So let us check and apply this rule on practical chart. So here is the chart in front of you. You can see here I have rotated the chart to third house, making it as ascendant. The date of judgment is 30th August 2015. The day was Sunday. The casting time 18 hours 5 minutes 24 seconds. The horary number given by the queryist is number 71 and the place is Ludhiana. So the first and foremost thing is to check the genuineness of the query and the mind of the querent, which is reflected by moon. So here we can see moon is being untenanted and in star of Jupiter and sub of Saturn. So let us find out what moon signifies. Here you can see moon is in 6th house, the house of disease, the house of illness. Further, moon is the owner of 11th house, the house of cure. So there is a hope of cure also. Being untenanted, we can see here that moon is the cuspal sublord of 5th house, which is again a positive sign, cure, and cuspal sublord of 11th, again cure. But moon is also the cuspal sublord of 12th house. Now here comes the 12th house in picture. Let me tell you that 12th house is basically denotes the fear. 12th house denotes the secret toil of mind, danger. 12th house denotes the secret sorrows, mental pain, and deceptive actions. So here we can see clearly picture is shown now. Further, moon is in star of Jupiter and sub of Saturn. Again we can see Jupiter is in 12th house of mental pain, 12th house of fear, danger, defect. Further, moon is in sub of Saturn. Saturn is in 2nd house, honor of 6th house disease, and 10th house cure. Also you can see the moon is aspected by Mars with its 8th aspect. Here you can see Mars is placed here in 11th cusp and moon in 6th cusp. So counting from Mars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moon is aspected by Mars. Let us see what Mars is indicating. Mars is in 11th cusp, the house of cure. Mars is also honor of 3rd house, the mental inclination. And Mars is the honor of 8th house, which gives suddenness, which gives hidden disease. So here 8th house also comes into the picture. So we can see that the querent is clearly indicating the nature of the question, the nature of the query through the moon. House of disease comes in, house of cure comes in, house of defect, secret disease comes in. So we can see that moon is clearly reflecting the mind, clearly reflecting the query, clearly telling us the genuineness of the query. Let us proceed further. So let us see why this person is having abnormal behavior. First of all, let us see with ascendant 1st house cuspal sublord, which is Jupiter. And Jupiter is straight away in 12th house. Here we can see Jupiter is in 12th house, which is the house of defect, which is the house of mental pain, deceptive actions. Further, we can see Jupiter is in Ketu star. Now here comes Ketu, the node in picture. And Ketu is in 7th, which have no connection with this query. But you can see here, because Ketu is aspected by none of the planet, also Ketu is not conjoined with any planet. So we will take here the sign lord of Ketu. The sign lord of Ketu is Jupiter again. And Jupiter again, that means Jupiter is in 12th. As I told you that what 12th house signifies. We can also cross check the same with 8th and 12th houses. Let us see what 12th house indicates. 12th house cuspal sublord is moon, and we have already talked about moon. Moon is indicating all those factors which can give this kind of abnormal behavior. 8th house cuspal sublord is sun. Now let us see sun, what is doing here in this chart. Sun is again the owner and the occupant of 12th house. Again 12th house comes in the picture. We already know about the significant behavior of the 12th house. And also let us see sun is in star of Ketu. Again Ketu comes in. Ketu is not conjoined with any planet. Ketu is not aspected by any planet. Ketu is in sign of Jupiter, and Jupiter is in 12th house. The sublord of sun is Mercury. Here we can see Mercury, the lord of ascendant. Now see here, Mercury is at 9 degree and Rahu is at 8 degree. The difference is just a 1 degree. So Mercury is closely conjoined with Rahu as ascendant lord also. So Mercury is badly afflicted with Rahu. So we can see why is this person having abnormal behavior. The root cause of this kind of behavior we have understood. Now the next question was, is there any cure? So as I have told you, to see the cure we have to judge 11th and 5th cuspal sublord must signify 1st, 5th and 11th houses. So let us check it again. The 11th cuspal sublord is moon. Moon is in house of disease, 6th house, but moon is also the owner of 11th, which is cure. So here comes the positive sign. Moon is untenanted. Being untenanted, moon is the cuspal sublord of 5th house, which means cure, and cuspal sublord of 11th house, which also means cure. So here again a positive sign. Further, moon is in Jupiter star. Jupiter in 12th, giving disease, giving mental disorder. Moon in Saturn sub. Now here we can see Saturn is owner of 6th, which means disease, and owner of 5th, again giving cure. And further, moon is aspected by Mars, which is in 11th, which means cure. Although Mars is the owner of 8th house also, but occupant in a house is stronger than its ownership. So Mars is occupying 11th house, which means cure. So a positive hope is there that this person can come out from this kind of situation. Cure is there. Let us see what fifth house. Okay, fifth and 11th house cuspal sublord both is moon. So we have already discussed. So what I told to this gentleman, that your sister is having abnormal behavior, which is very true. As I have seen the chart, it is clearly indicating this kind of mental behavior, this kind of mental stress or disorder. But there is a hope of cure also. She can come out from this kind of situation. It is very much sure and positive. Now the question is when, which is very much important, because anybody who is asking the query, he also wants to know the result or the timing of the event. So let us check with the DBA. But before checking the DBA, let us check the first, fifth and 11th house significators which are going to give cure. First house significators are Venus, Mars, Rahu, Mercury. The fifth house significators are, here you can see Saturn, Ketu, Saturn. And the 11th house significator are Mars, Venus and Moon. So these are our significators which can give cure, which can give solution. And our ruling planets at the time of judgment are: ascendant star lord is Mars, ascendant sign lord is Saturn, moon star lord Jupiter, moon sign lord Saturn, and day lord is Sun. And Ketu is in the sign of Jupiter, so hence Ketu also becomes the representative of Jupiter. So selecting common and final significators with the help of RP and with the help of Bhav significator of 1st, 5th and 11th, we get final three significators which are Mars, Saturn and Ketu. So these final significators are much more capable to give cure because they are extracted from the RPs and common Bhav significators. So these are much more capable to give cure. Let us see the Dasha, Bhukti and Antara. Dasha is of Jupiter, running of Jupiter Dasha. When I see that the main Dasha is of Jupiter running, which is going to run till 2027, July 2027. And Jupiter is not anywhere in the picture which can give cure. Yes, Jupiter is in our RP, but Jupiter is not signifying any house which can give cure. So I immediately understood that Jupiter is not going to help us in giving cure. I told this gentleman that you have to be patient, you have to keep patience. This problem is going to run a little long. So don't lose hope. Cure is there. Definitely it will come. But you have to wait. You have to rely on medical cure. Keep carry on the medical treatment, and finally I suggested him some remedies. So this is the observation, this is mine observation on this kind of query on this chart. Finally, I would like to thank my gurus, my mentors, the God who gave me this ability to show the right path. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a great future ahead. Good luck.